Hey, good afternoon, and welcome back to the Operation Hill 100 Hearts channel where we do what? Focus on healing, humor, and hot mother freaking topics. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. I know y'all cursing me out. I know y'all cursing me for filth because I promised that I would drop this review, I think Monday, and today is Thursday. It's hard out here for a pimp, okay? It is hard out here for a pimp, but I'm here. Nonetheless, I'm here, and we are viewing The Real Housewives of Potomac. Let me see. Hold on one second, Shaw. Hold on one second, Shaw. Okay, my bad. We are reviewing The Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 7, season 9, episode 7. It's called Hard Launch, Soft Landing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new here, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. After you subscribe, also do not forget to hit the notification bell so you will know when I'm dropping videos. And secondly, do not forget to like, put the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, stomp the thumbs up, because that's your free way of supporting your good channel and getting her out in the algorithm for free. All right, let's get started on this motherfucking review. It starts. Everyone is back home. They went for Wendy's birthday. It was a beautiful thing. Blah 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 blah. But everybody's back home in Potomac, right? Back home, Stacy and JT. Do you hear me, JT? Stacy and TJ are in what Stacy calls her crash pad, right? This is the activity. This is the location that Stacy has rented. So when her husband is home, she's there at her crash pad because they are now pending a divorce. And they're trying to separate and do things the right way before they have to share with a young person. So anyway, she's there with her friend TJ, and remember, her and her friend are not sexually active, so they try to do everything to keep themselves busy when they're in the company of one another, right? So they did this painting activity, and the painting activity they decided to paint each other, right? And whoever has the best drawing of the other person, then they have to do what that other person wants to do, right? And I commend Stacy because it's a beautiful thing when you can find other things to do outside of sex to help make your relationship grow. This is actually very relatable for me because I remember when Pookie was in a situation and we were at a distance and we were not able to be physical with one another. We shared a lot of emotional and that was pretty much it. A lot of emotional ways to connect. And one of the things that it helped with our friendship. It helped with our friendship because aside from that being around my romantic partner, he's absolutely one of my best friends. I could share anything with him because we spent so much time building that romantic relationship, seeing as though he had a situation and we were separate. So, anywho, I commend Stacy for doing this with TJ, and it also can make the relationship last longer, right? It also revealed that TJ doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't fuck, he doesn't do anything, right? But date marry women. But anywho, I think both of their paintings was very cute, right? And then they started to have the conversation about Stacy's mediation with her soon-to-be ex-husband, how things are moving along. What I like is that TJ seems to be very, very patient with Stacy throughout this process, right? Then Stacy shared how the other girls feel like TJ is pretty much running game on her and how he's somewhere getting something from somebody else. And TJ was like, I don't give a fuck about the bitches think of me. They don't fucking know me. And they just trying to judge me because they lonely and got nothing else to do, i.e. Giselle. I just know that if they judging me, they don't know me enough to judge me. And if they judging me, they also judging God because he's put what we're doing in my heart to do it. And it seems to be working with us, working for us, so fuck them hoes, right? Anywho, in the next scene, they show Ashley and Giselle, and they're setting up to basically like have a ponderosa with Karen regarding her court case, her upcoming court case, and so on and so forth. So Ashley says she's nervous about the court system. And I'm looking at Ashley like, are you? Because I remember when Michael had a number of fucking charges and you were definitely all enthralled and engulfed in that whole situation. And now you're nervous when it's Karen. Ashley, shut the fuck up. You get on my fucking nerves, right? But in the process of that, you also softened me up because then you started talking to Giselle about your mom and her health journey she's on because she has a heart condition. So I was like, oh, wow. She was saying she's trying to help her mom change her diet because, basically the heart condition can be fatal. And I'm very, very aware of that because I have a heart condition as well. And also, my dad died of a heart attack, and so did my sister. So it's definitely something to be conscious and aware of, and also to take care of, because it can and will be fatal. So, Ashley, I'm not going to lie, you touched my heart with that one, right? So then my girl, the grand dame, arrived, Queen Karen. Don't play with my aunt, right? And they jumped right into it. And she was like, listen, I'm annoyed because I felt like Mia and fucking Jacqueline was playing in my face at Lake Lindsay, and I really don't have time for this, right? Don't try to make it seem like I have a drinking problem and I'm asking y'all for help and support. Number one, bitch, I got my own motherfucking family. You the one that come from fucking foster kids, so you the one that got to reach out to the friend group for help and support. Bitch, I don't need y'all. I have my own Surrey County family that if it was that deep for me, that's who the fuck I would lean on. I also have my husband and my fucking children, so fuck you, you create a face, bitch. Mia, right? So Giselle was in her confessional, like, Lord have mercy. Cameron loved to deflect. This shit gets on my nerves. And I'm looking at Giselle like, is this really deflecting? Is this really deflecting? She told y'all 50 million times the case is still pending, so she can't have any discussion about it. And you guys, not you in particular, Giselle, but some of the ladies on the cast, i.e. Mia and Jacqueline, they keep trying to have discussion with her about it or rile her up. So she's addressing what they do in regards to the case, because I can't talk about the case. How the fuck am I deflecting? Giselle, shut the fuck up with your baggy neck. But Cameron did share. The grand dame says she is very nervous about the case. She don't know what's going to happen next. And she was like, listen, but I'm letting y'all know, anytime that Mia playing my motherfucking face, she gonna know that she's up for a battle. I'm putting on my motherfucking gear and I'm battling with the bitch every time she swing on me. I'm not playing with this crater face man. She will not be Debo in my spot on this show. Right? But one thing I love about Karen, like I said, and she said it herself, and I repeated it, she always returns serve, because she said, okay, Giselle, I see what you're trying to do. You only want to talk about my situation. Boom, ball is in your court. Now, how the fuck you feeling and how you holding up with Jamal being engaged? That was then, this is now, because Jamal Bryan is now married. Okay, Giselle. And Giselle threw so much shade at Jamal's engagement and the fiance. She was like, well, I found out not too long ago when he stunned and shocked the kids, because I never even knew he had a girlfriend. Giselle, you are a shady ass bitch. Give that lady her husband last name, because he is no longer yours. Find you something to do. Get you a rose. Do something, because you are a shady bitch. If anything, if you don't have any issue with the woman that's dating your ex-husband now, because he's been your ex for many fucking years, and you don't still want him, what's the issue? No, the issue is you do still want him. That's why you still lonely and you was holding out, hoping that he would stop fucking everybody and come back to you. Anywho, in the next scene, Wendy and her family are going out for dinner because Kim and Carter have graduated. Kim is so cute. Well, all of Wendy's kids are cute. Let me be clear. I told y'all in my last video, I love chocolate babies. For whatever reason, I love chocolate babies. And Kim is so freaking big now. When Wendy first got on the show, she was a newborn. So it's crazy. So anywho, I think she graduated and she's off to kindergarten. And if I'm not mistaken, Carter graduated and he's off to middle school. So Wendy is there talking about her upcoming 40th all-white birthday party. Wendy, I've been did that. I've been popped off. But girl, great minds think alike, because I had an all-white 40th birthday party as well. Then they discussed that Eddie's family will be participating in the party. Some, not everybody, just his siblings, not his parents. And then Susan, who was Wendy's mom, begins to rant about Eddie's family. I feel bad for Eddie. I feel bad for Eddie. I would never want my spouse's family to not feel a part of, or not want to be a part of what takes place within our family, because technically they're related to these kids. But one thing I like about Eddie, Happy Eddie, that's my boy. He was like, listen, it ain't the parents yet, but we got who we could get. Baby steps, no issues, right? So then they toast to the graduates. And Wendy shares her expectations for her children, right? And I fell in love with this. And it's something, Wendy, I love you, girl. I love you. I can honestly say you are a Black woman that can motivate and empower others, because you really got my wheels turning. Because she was telling her kids that it's a stipulation in their trust fund that they get a master's degree at minimum. Right. So, no, you cannot just get an associate's. No, you cannot just get a high school diploma, which I'm not going to lie is the expectation in my family. Right. Is that okay? You got your high school diploma. If that, go ahead out and find you a job. I love that. Wendy said, no, you have to get your master's at minimum if you want my motherfucking money. I work so hard for because I got 4 motherfucking degrees. You better work it out, Wendy. I like that stipulation, and I don't care how much pressure it puts on my upcoming child. I'm gonna put the same stipulation as well. You're gonna go far in his lifetime with or without me, right? Also, Wendy, I seen her on Angela Yee's Way Up show. And she said she designed a whole curriculum and a class surrounding reality TV, and she's going to teach it, I think, at Wesleyan University. Wendy, girl, I'm so proud of you. You are so freaking smart. That was such a brilliant thing to do. So I love that for you, Wendy, and you really inspired me with that, right? So, anywho, in the next scene, Sheila, which is Ashley's mother, is visiting Ashley and the boys, Dean and Dylan. And I imagine it's to talk about, her heart condition and how Ashley wants to help her with the health and so on and so forth, right? And Ashley immediately jumped into it. She was like, listen, you need to make some changes. You need to do what you have to do. And this is not working for you, and so on and so forth. And Ashley, wow, I understand because there is some alleged drug use, I think, on your mother's part, if I remember correctly, and that could be a huge factor in why she's having issues with her heart condition. And I just wanted to say why I definitely understood Ashley's, frustration and her trying to be adamant and her trying to really, really help her mom. I don't think that folks understand that drug addiction is a disease, and you cannot just wake up the same way you can wake up and say, I don't want to have cancer no more. Folks don't just wake up and say, I don't want to be on drugs anymore. It's a process, if it can even happen, because drug addiction is a disease, right? So then they bring up how she's making headway, Ashley, with her divorce proceedings, and um how proud Sheila is of Ash, how proud Sheila says she was of Ashley, and how Ashley is turning the tables around. And Ashley's like, listen, I want to be proud of you too, mom. So what's going on with you and your man, right? And remember, her man was the man that he just stay home and let Ashley go make all the money. I mean, let Sheila go make all the money, and he stay home and rub his nuts and watch his sports, right? And Sheila basically was like, listen, he ain't never did shit. He ain't gonna start doing shit, and I'm still riding for my nigga. I was looking at Sheila like, you bugging the fuck out, right? But they both get emotional in those moments. And I imagine, no shade to Ashley's mom and her heart condition, but I imagine that this is what Ashley's going to make her storyline, right? Because they did not land the plane with the tears, but I got where she was coming from in regards to her mom. And, I hope that this storyline works out. So, anywho, in the next scene, they show Jazzy, and she's there getting everything set up for the party and yada, yada, yada. And then the guests start arriving. Giselle first. No. Ashley, Mia, and Ink. No, absolutely not. Mm-mm. Mia's a stallion and Mink is a troll. Anyway, as soon as they walk in, Giselle, she got to get her storyline going because she has no man and her kids are gone. And Robin, a robot, and Robin, a guard dog, is not there. So, Robo Robin, she has to do what she has to do. So, she's like, listen, Ink, I heard Gordon is your man's in them, right? And Ink was well coached. Ink was well fucking coached. Mia told him everything he needed to say when they asked him because Ink had his responses on site. Ink, shut the fuck up and move like a turtle. So, anywho, Wendy and Eddie arrived. Kiana and Greg arrived. I can't wait to the reunion because I want to see what's going to be Kiana's reaction to some of the things that Jazzy was saying in the confessional. Because while I like both women, I think you've been throwing Kiana a little shade, Jazzy. I'm sorry. I don't know if you want her flute, but I think, or whatever the fuck the Potomac women hold, I think you've been throwing her a little shade because she was like, girl, Greg Tutini, he don't meet the height requirements. I was like, ooh. Not you talking about Kiana Man, the social worker. I didn't like that. I thought that was your man. Anywho, so Karen arrived with some woman. I know what the hell that was. But anywho, Kiana gets the fire started and she started addressing Mia about the about the drug dealer boyfriend comments, and her current man is a social worker. And you know what you was giving me, Kiana, what you giving me? And I said this in my Eat, Slay, Love review about Tammy Rivera. You giving me, for whatever reason, you want to be air quotes, accepted by this group. So you have to keep emphasizing the fact that you're no longer dealing with someone that's illegal. You're now dealing with someone who is legal. Who gives a fuck, Kiana, who you dealt with and who you're dealing with? Who cares? I would rather you focus more on your business and your rise to fame and stardom and all those other things instead of keep having to defend who you dated. We do not care if you dealt with a drug dealer. We do not care about the social worker. So as a black woman, I would like to see more about your fucking journey and less about bickering and defending the old nigga that died that gave you started money for your business. Who cares, right? Um Also, I dated a fucking drug dealer. Who cares? Who cares? For whatever reason, you let these women make you feel like you less of a woman because you listen. Get it how you live. Who cares? Who cares? Be proud of the choices that you made and made you the woman that you are, unless you're not proud of the woman that you are. And Kiana, I don't know. I might have to believe that because we have yet to hear about everything you really have going on. You're just bickering and defending the honor of a drug dealer. No shade to the man, God rest his soul, but girl, leave that alone. Anywho, and it's nothing sinister about it. Giselle married a fucking whore of a pastor. Ashley married an alleged gay predator. Robin married a liar, cheater, deceiver, and a heartbreaker. Girl, it's okay for you to fuck a drug dealer. Leave it alone. Street pharmacist and all. Money well spent. Move the fuck along. Anywho, Stacey and TJ arrived. Right. And TJ is very, very smiley and sweet and nice. So he's doing his jolly introductions. And him and Eddie look like they meshing well because he's happy. Eddie is happy Eddie. And here come Ashley. Ashley, oh my God, girl. Oh my God, we could never get down to the bottom of why Michael was grabbing all these people's ass. But anytime it's anybody else's situation with a man, you always want to get to the fucking bottom of it, right? So now you start grilling them. Jacqueline now arrives, right? Jacqueline, I wish they take you off the show, girl. I really wish I do not. You irritate me. But then Darius arrives, Jazzy's man. Darius arrives, and he has like some African prince of a teammate with him, and he happens to be single. So I thought them bitches gonna be on him because, okay, girl. So then Kern and Mia kind of get into it, right? And Mia's like, well, listen, Giselle said that Karen, you fully intend on coming for me. Right. And Karen was like, yes, bitch, I do. Every time you come for me, right? I'm not gonna fucking bother you, but I am gonna return serve every single time. I'm not letting up off you and I'm not letting you slide, bitch. So don't play with me. Right. And then an argument at a hospital stay versus the rehab starts. And then me and the man comes up with some more lies. And Aunt Karen said, every time your ass try it, I'm gonna serve it. And we gonna go back and forth and back and forth. And Mia know that. Mia fucking know that. Her name ain't the grind down for no reason, so Mia start bowing down. I'm your friend and I love you, but I won't always tell you what you want to hear. Aunt Karen said, bitch, we can be cool. But every time you play on my head top, I'm going to return serve. I'm not Wendy, baby. You won't be dousing no motherfucking drinks on me. Right, Grandon? Right. We won't let you get there. We gonna stop you and head you off at the pass. Stop playing with me. Just because you was raised in a foster care setting and all of that, she was raised on a farm with billy coats and cows and livestock. It could go up in this bitch. That's right, Aunt Kern. Don't let that man play with you. Do not let that man play with you. So anywho. Now it's 3 days to Karen's court date, and she's meeting up to have brunch with her cousin David, right? And they catching up, they ordering lunch, and David was like, listen, I just want to do a mental health check on you. Like, what's going on? How are you feeling? What is your nerves looking like? Are you okay? Right? And the Grandon was like, she feels like, no matter what, she has to be strong all the time. All the time. It's just that's her role, right? She was like, and after a while, that shit started to take a toll on you, right? And I want to say this about what she said. I can totally relate to the Grandon with that. I can relate to the Grandon with that. Am I saying that I have people every day telling me I have to be strong and I have to do things for them? No, but I also know that a lot of people used to, because I'm putting a stop to it now, but a lot of people used to depend on and rely on me for their emotional support. So because of that, I always had to show up as strong enough for them to be able to rely on. And I'm not saying it's okay for Aunt Karen, this is me being serious in these moments. I'm not saying it's okay for Aunt Karen to drink and drive, but I could totally understand why she would be using alcohol to cope, because sometimes that can take a toll on you. And I've also been very, very guilty of the same thing, right? So David said that he was on the phone with Karen. the night that she crashed. And he started getting very emotional. And our Karen, once again, in her strong role, instead of her being able to break down because she was the one that actually crashed, she got up to try to console him. And I was like, see, that's what that looks like. That's what that looks like. I know I have to be here for him in these moments, even though the situation is really about me. And I don't know what that role is called in your family or in your friend group, but it's very relatable to me because I've been that person. Right. And the next scene, Ink is at the apartment, bonding with Mia's children. It seems like the children love Ink because he looks like he's one of them, short, smushed down, and corny. And then Gordon arrives, right? The kids go in the room. And Mia and G and Ink are trying to have a conversation, right? So Mia's like, Gordon, can we talk about telling the kids? And Mia, shut the fuck up, right? And then he already shared with Mia. He doesn't want to film with the kids, Mia and Ink. Right. And then Ink is trying to tell Gordon that he's not trying to cause problems. He just want to basically be me and man in peace, possibly these kids' father, if G will allow it. G said, bitch, no, the fuck I won't, and stop fucking playing with me, right? He said, listen, I'm not on Bravo's payroll, so I'm not going to play these games with Mia or Ink leprechaun looking ass. He said he's not promoting their relationship. Mia was like, listen, you need to know that other men are going to be around your children, right? You need to know who they are as well. G said, I know you. You're the man that's trying to separate my family, that swept my wife behind my back twice and made her have an abortion and help my wife commit adultery. I said, well, shit. They'd arise. One thing G gonna give you a moment, baby. He said, you want fair? Go to a carnival. I fucking love Gordon, right? So Mia's trying to explain that it's okay for her to cheat while they're going through what they're going through. She feels Gordon put her through so much because of his illness. And Gordon says, you know what, bitch, deuces, because you ain't going to get this camera moment off me again. I gave you one last year, and I told you, go if you want fair, go to the circus, right? Go to the carnival, my bad. And then Mia and Ink share that they don't want the kids knowing what's going on. They don't even want, the kids don't even know that they're a couple. They think that that's Mia's BFF. And I'm thinking to myself, but wait a minute, isn't Ink trying to claim paternity on one of these kids? So you mean it's Mia, girl, I wish you head the fuck over onto Zeus and get your own show because I cannot stand you over here. I really, really, really can't. Mia's up there. She's been influenced over the past 11 years and it stops today. And Mia, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. You are a man and you irritate my fucking soul. All you did was come over here with this trash ass storyline. You came over here physically assaulting Wendy. You came over here making shit up, lying with everything that say out your mouth. You came over here with bad surgery, bad Botox. Girl, go over to Zeus. Leave us alone over here. Go on Jocelyn's Cabaret. You get on my fucking nerves. Anywho, that's the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you are new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Please, 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 and hit the notification bell so you can be aware of every time my videos drop. I will be coming back with some baddies reviews and so on and so forth to wrap this up, and maybe even a Lynette 6 tomorrow. If not, enjoy your weekend and welcome to the holiday season.